Hello dear students and welcome to English for Palestine, grade 12, Grammar Revision, Units 2 and 4. We will start with Part 1, Unit 2 Grammar, pages 18 to 20. Learning objectives. By the end of this lesson, you are expected to use the forms of verb plus to with the infinitive form and verbs with the ing form. Number 2, distinguish between the use of stop and remember. Number 1, verbs plus the infinitive with to. We use the infinitive with to after certain verbs like fail, advise, tell, ask, decide, agree, promise, refuse, offer, manage, would like, would love, would hate. And pay attention to these three verbs: would like, would love, would hate. Those three are followed with the infinitive with to. Let's see this example. Everyone decided to stay when they saw that great place. We have here the verb decide, and the verb decide must be followed with the infinitive with to. The second point about these verbs: when an object is needed, it comes between the verb and the infinitive. And we have two verbs, by the way, which are followed with an object, then the infinitive with to. Those are the verb tell and advise. He advised me to stop wasting my money. So the verb here, advised, firstly, it's followed with the object, then the infinitive with to. The third point about this group of verbs: when the sentence is negative, we add not before the infinitive. Here we have an example. They told us not to spend too long on one task. Pay attention that not, then the infinitive with to. The second group, verbs followed by the ing form. The first point, we use the verb plus the ing form after certain verbs like give up, feel like, keep, avoid, finish, mind, enjoy, love, like, hate, without what before them. Pay attention, huh? Love, like, and hate are followed with the ing form. But if there is would before love, it must be followed with the infinitive with to. So you have to pay attention for this note. Let's see here, number 2. Also, we use the ing form after prepositions like in, on, about, etc. Let's see this example. Not many students are worried about revising for exams. We have here a preposition, and the form after the preposition is the ing form. Number 2, although there was little chance of rain, he insisted on taking his umbrella. The third point, using stop and remember. Let's start with the verb stop. Number 1, stop plus verb with ing. If the meaning is stopping a habit or doing an action for a long time. But if the meaning is to stop an action in order to do another action, here we should use stop plus to plus the infinitive form of the verb. Again, stop plus the ing when the stopping here is for a long time, when we need to stop a habit, a bad habit, or we are tired, so we want to stop, for example, our work, etc. But when the verb here, stop, means stop for a short time in order to do another thing, here it must be followed with the infinitive with to. On the other hand, here we have the verb remember. The first point about remember is using the ing after the verb remember. When the meaning of remember is remember an action that happened in the past, remembering a past experience or remembering an action that happened in the past, we should use the ing form here. But if the verb remember means remember to do an action in future, here the verb remember must be followed with the infinitive with to. We have here examples. Let's see number 1. He was getting tired, so he stopped working. Stopped for a long time here, because he was getting tired. He can't work anymore. Sentence number 2. We were lost, so we stopped to ask the way. We were lost, now we have to stop and ask somebody, where's the correct way? So they stopped for a short time to ask someone to get the right direction. Sentence number 3. Stop talking, please. I need to focus. I want you to stop doing this action for a long time. So stop plus the ing form. Stop talking. Sentence number 4. Remember to eat regularly and healthily. Here, I want you to remember to do something in the future, so it's followed with the to plus the infinitive form. Sentence number 5. I remember feeling stressed when I was doing school exams. Remember plus the verb with ing. I am talking about the past. Now, sentence number 6. I must remember to fetch the children from school, because here I am talking about future, to bring them or to fetch them from school. Now let's see this activity. Circle the correct answer. Number 1. There's too much noise. Can you stop to talk or talking? Which is the best? Can you stop talking? To stop doing something for a long time. Sentence number 2. They decided not to accept or don't accept the offer they got. They decided exactly not to accept, because here we have the verb decide, which is followed with the infinitive with to, and the sentence here is negative, so we use the negative before the infinitive with to. Sentence number 3. Remember to clean or cleaning the flat before you leave. Remember to do something. Exactly. So remember to clean. I'm not talking about something happened in the past. So remember to clean the flat. Sentence number 4. She would prefer to celebrate or celebrating with her friends. We have here would prefer. And when we have would prefer, we must use to plus the infinitive form. So she would prefer to celebrate. Sentence number 5. Would you mind to take or taking? Would you mind to take or taking a short break? Yeah. Would you mind taking a short break? Because of the verb what? Mind. Sentence number 6. Our neighbors apologized for to make or making loud noise. Exactly, we have here a preposition. It must be followed with the ing form for making. Sentence number 7. I always remember to meet or meeting her for the first time. Remember something for the first time. Yes, I always remember meeting her for the first time. Now, sentence number 8. Don't forget to take an umbrella. It's raining. Yeah, don't forget to take an umbrella. It's raining. It's the break time now. See you after the break. Welcome back to part 2. Part 2, Unit 4, Modals. Grammar, pages 18 to 20. The objectives of this learning situation: by the end of this lesson, you are expected to, number 1, use modal verbs of possibility and certainty. Number 2, distinguish between the negative and positive forms of modal verbs of possibility and probability. Number 3, recognize the use of probably and will. Number 4, identify the use of will, going to do, and present continuous for future events. Let's start with number 1, modal verbs of possibility. We have 3 modal verbs that express something which is possible to happen in the future: may, might, and could. We use may, might, and could to express something in the future, something possible in the future, in the affirmative form, affirmative sentences. When we have to express, or when we want to express a negative possibility in the future, we just use may not and might not. What about could not? Could not doesn't express a future possibility. So, the first point about modal verbs of possibility: they express that something is possible to happen in the future. Point number 2, the word will is added to make may, might, or could more certain. And pay attention that it's with E, will. May will, might will, could will. Number 2, modal verbs of certainty: will and want. A, we use will when we are certain about a future event. B, the negative form of will is want. Want means will not, want. C, the word probably makes will and want less certain. And number D, there are other uses of will. Number 1, for announcing. Number 2, for expecting. 3, for making an offer. And number 4, when we make quick decisions. Now, activity number 1, add words or phrases in the box to the line in the correct order. We have may, might, probably, want, will, probably, may, might, could with will. When the possibility is 0, we use want. When it's 50%, we use may, might, could. When it's 100%, that means we are very sure, we use will. When we have a little chance, we use probably won't. For example, 10%. May not, when we have less possibility and the percentage is around 30, 25 or 30%. May will or might will or could will increases here the possibility up to 60 or 65%. And will probably when we have a 90 or around 90% possibility of the action to happen. Let's continue with activity number 2. Choose the correct answer. Sentence number 1. The school has announced that the exams will or might start next month. The school has announced. When we announcing, we use the exactly will, the modal verb will. Sentence number 2. We might or might will get there on time, but I don't think so. I don't think so is a clue for what? Yeah, for a possibility. So we might. There's no need to make might stronger here or more certain. Sentence number 3. Ali may not or won't go out this night. He isn't feeling well. Ali may not go out this evening. Let's continue with sentence number 4. I can't be sure, but this idea will probably or could solve the problem. Exactly, will probably. I can't be sure. Sentence number 5. She's the best among her colleagues, so she may will get the new job. She's the best. Yes, she may will get the new job. Sentence number 6. The manager probably won't or will probably accept his absence without a permission. Yeah, the manager probably won't accept his absence. Activity 3. Complete the sentences with the following models in the box below. May, will probably, probably won't, will. Sentence number 1. He's quite unpopular, so he lose the elections. He's unpopular, he will probably lose the elections. Sentence number 2. You obviously get the job if you don't apply for it. Obviously won't get the job. If you don't apply, you won't get the job. Sentence number 4. This work not take as long as you think. Who knows? The clue here, who knows, means that we should use may, a possibility. This work may not take as long as you think. Sentence number 5. I know you don't like action films, but I'm sure you like this one. You will, because sure. Sentence number 6. Ali is quite sick, so he go to school tomorrow. Probably won't. So he probably won't go to school tomorrow. Number 3 now. Using be with going to or the present continuous for future meanings. This is very simple. Pay attention, please, and let's see the first explanation here. A. We use be with going to when we have some evidence to make us certain. And number B, we use be with going to talk about things that we intend to do, for intentions. Example: that wall doesn't look safe. It's going to fall over one day. I am here talking about an action and I have an evidence. The second point, using the present continuous. We use the present continuous to talk about personal future plans, which means events that are completely arranged. An example here: sorry, I can't see you this afternoon. I am playing tennis with Omar. I have arranged to do this action this evening. Let's see this activity. Choose the correct answer. Sentence number 1. I think I am traveling or going to travel by train, but I'm not sure yet. The correct answer is I am going to travel, because it's an intention or something I intend to do, but I am not sure. The word think here is important. Sentence number 2. She is traveling or going to travel to Cairo next week. The plane ticket is already booked. What do you think? She is traveling because she has arranged and she has booked the tickets and everything is planned. Sentence number 3. Rula says she is buying or is going to buy an expensive dress for the graduation party. Rula says she intends to do something. The correct answer is she is going to buy an expensive dress. Sentence number 4. Ahmad is going to study or is studying medicine when he enters the university. Ahmad is going to study. He intends to study. So he is going to study medicine when he enters the university. Sentence number 5. The president is going to visiting Jordan next week to attend an important meeting. The president is visiting. It's something arranged in the future. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Have nice times.